Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of TEPSA Presents. I'm your host, Todd Nesloni, the Director of Culture and Strategic Leadership here at the Texas Elementary Principals and Supervisors Association. We have another guest for you tonight in our Member Spotlight series, and someone I can't wait for all of you to meet and learn from, and that is Mr. Charlie Stone. Charlie, thank you so much for being here. Kind of tell everybody a little bit about who you are.
Well, thanks, Todd. Thanks for having me. I'm grateful and I appreciate it. My name's Charlie Stone. I'm a husband. I'm a father of two girls. Got a 6-year-old and got a brand new one. She's 4 months old next week. So it's been getting adjusted to the sleep schedule has been kind of tough, but it's been good. A little bit about myself. I've been in education for 11 years. This is my 11th year. I began my education career in Frederick, Oklahoma, I'm from Frederick, home of the Bombers. So I was able to go back and coach and teach at my hometown. So that's pretty cool. And then I did that for 5 years. And then came to Wichita Falls, Cityview ISD, where I'm currently the assistant principal at the elementary school. But I was originally hired here to do elementary PE, and then kind of made my way into the administration role. So I've done a little bit of everything: math, 6th grade math, algebra 1, elementary PE, middle school PE. So done a little bit of everything.
I love it. I love it. Well, it's funny when you mentioned the losing the sleep with a 4-month-old. I've got 2 8-month-olds, twins, so I totally get the learning new sleep schedules and all that. But going back to your own career in education, what I love talking with members who have chosen to move into the administrative route, I love to kind of hear what was that deciding factor for you where you're like, I think administration is something I want to try out.
Well, so my second year teaching, I always kind of wanted to get ahead of the curve when it came to, I wanted to be ready when the time came.
Yeah.
So I went back to school and got my degree. And there's kind of 2 moments that kind of hit me. The first one was when I did my observation hours. There was a new principal at Frederick at the elementary school. We had just hired her the year previous, I believe. Her name was Kay Cabanis. And I wanted to observe her because I already worked with or under both the high school and the middle school principal. So that was kind of the first moment, because that day I shadowed her, and she, the first thing we did, we were in the middle of the school, and she was saying every kid's name. I'm like, oh my gosh, like how many kids are in this school? And she's like, there's 300 and something or whatever. I was like, every kid's name? And she's like, yeah. I was like, how long did that take? So anyway, I knew at that point, I was like, I think this is for me. The second, when I came to Cityview, I was actually on a treadmill at Gold's Gym. I was listening to Hamish Brewer's book, Relentless, and just his words about being authentic, authentic learning, authentic leadership. And then, he really preached, just being there for kids and just being you. And the comment that he makes for announcements, so I stole that. We do that at Cityview is, if nobody has told you they love you today, we love you. And so I was like, man, it hit me. And I was like, I want to do this. I think it's time. So anyway, then the opportunity came about.
I love that. That is such a cool journey. And, I know Hamish personally. And so it's so cool when you can see the work that somebody else does and how it impacts you and moves you in that route. So thank you for sharing that. Well, as with every administrator right now, COVID has been a whole new experience in education. How have things been with your school? What's it been like for you? Are you surviving or are you thriving?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like to look at it as thriving. I don't really like to look at it as surviving. That's just kind of keeping that positive mindset.
Right.
But, we're kind of seeing the effects as far as the academics go this year. Last year, we kind of kept everything pretty normal. We went online for about 6 weeks, and we said, we kind of did both. We gave the kids the option. We're like, hey, this isn't working out for us. So we Like, we brought everybody back pretty quick, and it was successful for us. We masked up, did what we had to do, and we had a great year last year. But this year, we're kind of seeing those effects of just the learning gaps.
Yeah.
So we really put an emphasis on the on hitting those gaps and the RTI, MTSS process, and doing that. So it's been really good.
Well, Charlie, one part of these episodes that I absolutely love is when we finish the conversation, I love for our members like you to leave something for those who are listening, whether it's a tip, a tool, a lesson you learned, an event that you hosted, something. So what are you going to leave our listeners with today?
Well, I got a couple things. So the first thing is, I call it trickle down edunomics. So I'm a firm believer in, it starts at the top, how you treat your people. You know, I've learned a lot, I mean, from you, from other people on Twitter, reading books. I mean, we really try to make emphasis on building the relationships with the teachers. You know, if somebody's in the hospital, going to visit them, writing note cards, writing sticky notes, positive affirmations, FaceTiming them, calling them, getting to know them, daily check-ins. But really trying to push that, like really trying to make it an authentic relationship building with them, because I truly believe that trickles down to the students. They see that it works.
Yeah.
So then it trickles down to the students, and they do that in the classroom too. And I really think that's really been a big emphasis of ours at City View, and we're seeing success with that. So, and our teachers are modeling that for their students, and we try to model that for our teachers as leaders. And then the second thing, I know there's new APs out there, and this is what I struggled with when I first became an AP. So you go from being a teacher and you have a schedule, right? So you go into administration, like, here you go, you know, and there's like no like sense of like where I'm supposed to be, what time. So anyway, I bought a planner. It didn't work for me. It sat on my desk, never looked at it. So I really put an emphasis on using two things: Google Calendar, which trying to put everything in the Google Calendar. You know, we meet Monday as an admin team at the elementary, and trying to map that out on Sunday night, Monday morning, where I need to be, what classrooms I want to hit, what, you know, how am I spending my time throughout the day. Right. And then the second thing is Google Keep. That is like, I live by that. I mean, I even do my grocery list by that. It has a checklist, check boxes, and I feel so gratified when you check those boxes. You're like, you know, I accomplished something today. So anyway, that's kind of the two items I have. And you know, just be you. I love it. I spent, I guess, 2 or 3 years when I first started being a coach, trying to be somebody else. And you know, just be you, just be authentic and be you, and it all works out. So
well, hey, Charlie, I'm so glad you came on tonight. I'm so thankful you're a member of TEPSA. And so if people want to find you and connect with you online, are you on any social media platforms?
I am. I'm most active on Facebook and Twitter. I've got an Instagram account, but I'm not. I post some positive quotes and things. But at Coach Stone 22 on Twitter, and then Facebook, Charlie Stone. So that's where you can find me.
Awesome. Well, and if anybody's watching right now and seeing the amazing shirt that Charlie is wearing with our We Lead Texas logo, you can actually get your own We Lead Texas shirt right now. I put the link in the comments. It's at customink.com/fundraising/TEPSA. We have them every month available in 6 amazing colors. And we also hope to see all of you at our TEPSA Summer Conference this June at the Kalahari Resort. And it is going to be amazing. We've also got 6 incredible master classes that you can sign up for as well. So we hope to see you there in person. Charlie, thanks for joining today's conversation, and we'll see you online soon.